Although it's leading you into a good place, beware of any deals that are coming your way, sir. Yes, beware of any deals that are coming your way soon. Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now this is your monthly reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, whichever area of your chart you're wanting to look at. And if you don't know your chart, there's a link in the description down below so that you can get yourself a free birth chart. All you need is the time and place of your birth, preferably to the minute. So, as a general reading rules apply. Timing's not absolute, not by a long shot. Roles can be reversed within the reading. If I'm talking about somebody else, it could be meaning you. If I'm talking about you, it could be meaning somebody else. But my readings tend to be quite personal, so that doesn't come up a lot. Now, where my readings are different, you'll find some readers do spreads and styles where they say, take what resonates and leave the rest. Mine comes as a package, as a job lot. There's a past and a present in my spread. So if the past and the present fit, then I'm talking to you. If the past and the present don't fit, then check one of your other placements, your moon, your rising, especially your rising, by the way, because that is, in ancient astrology, the most important of the signs, far more than your sun sign. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, it's either for you or it's not. But what I'd like you to do is come to this reading with a question. So pause the video if you have to. Think about all the questions that are going on around you at the moment and pick one of them. Simple as that. Pick one of them, focus on it, concentrate on it, because energy in, energy out. However, be aware of all of them, because the cards will answer whatever they please to, and not necessarily what you and I think is the most important. Any other details about my reading are down below in the description, including the Facebook group. So if you're finding YouTube notifications a little bit sketchy, then join the Facebook group. That's also a way that you can contact me. I'm also doing private readings now. So, yeah, join the Facebook group. Oh, and press subscribe while you're here. If the reading means anything to you, do feel free to comment down below. I'm always grateful of the feedback, to be honest. It's nice to know that I'm not just sat in a room talking to a camera on my own and then that's it. So, on that matter of the camera, let's change cameras and I will bring the cards up. So, Virgo. Recently, you've had some form of loss, which spurred you into action. I'll get into the clarification cards in a minute, but we have the Five of Cups, the loss, Ace of Spears, Ace of Wands, the action. So sometimes this row can be what's underlying the situation. So maybe it's a loss that could have come from your own actions, but it's not ended you up in a bad place. You may not. Well, no, I say you may not agree with me, but you know that. Whether this is a loss that spurred you into an action or a loss that was caused by your own action, since then things have been moving fast and they have been changing fast. And right now you are in a point where you are able to move forward with a little bit of strategy and gain the recognition that I think you're needing for some reason. So how you're feeling at the moment, we have the Empress. So you're feeling like, yeah, do you know, things are going okay. Things are starting to turn around. Things are starting to come up. So that's clarified by the Chariot and the Woodward, which I think equates to the Hermit. So yeah, all in all, I think you're quite proud of yourself that it's finally coming up roses for you. And other people can see that your ships are starting to come in from the plans that you've made. They're able to see the plans that you are making. They're bringing good news to you and seeing that you have quite a bit of clarity. However, what I'm also getting from this card is not just clarity, but a bit of single-mindedness. So just be careful of that. And the reason I also say that is not just because I got it from the card, but it's one of these oracle cards that flipped over. Where were we? Well, we've got Dark Goddess Oracle, we had Dear Woman with Temptation and Pythia with Knowledge, which makes me think that maybe there's, with this Seven of Swords, there's a little bit of knowledge that has come your way that has been incredibly useful for you. Be careful, because I don't think all of it is as true as you think it is. I do think that most of it is true and it's taking you to the right place, but just because it's served you well so far doesn't mean it will continue to serve you well. So you need to go back, and we're not even in any retrogrades now, but Mercury's shadow period's still going on. You need to check whatever information, if it was information that spurred you on to this action, that spurred this loss, then you need to examine it. I've got Psyche with doubtfulness, which is also interesting because I'm wondering whether you're feeling quite abundant at the moment, but your fears is hopes and fears is the Sun card. Yes, and we've got Three of Wands here being shone on upon by the moonlight. Now, of course, the moon can be illusions, deception. It can also be magic, and you've got that card here as well. And in a minute now, I'm going to sneeze. But yeah, we've got this magic card. So you are crafting this whole new, it's not even a new beginning, because I haven't seen a new beginning card here yet. It's the right, I'm moving forward from this. So I don't want to say new beginning, because that devalues the work that you've put into it already. But you are in a good place. We have fruition. We have the Golden Palace. So it seems to me like this recognition, this forward motion that you've been getting that has been recognised and people are seeing your ships have come in, it is taking you to a good place. But I'm really interested by why your hopes and fears do not trust the information that came in or your knowledge of all this loss. The other things we have is taming the wind. So I get the impression that all of this, certainly with the threes and the structure on that Three of Coins, you're trying to take control of the situation. You're trying to direct that movement. And then we have the Guardian Angel of Young Love. I accept love with gratitude. I am opened and made whole by its beauty. And 99, which for me, obviously angel number, but nines for me are very much rebirth. It's very much the implicit inherent energy within all things that cannot be destroyed. And that in this deck is showing the phrase compassion. Because if this Seven of Swords is, well, let's put it this way. If it is the secrets, subterfuge and trickery that it can sometimes be, although it's leading you into a good place, beware of any deals that are coming your way. Yes, beware of any deals that are coming your way soon. So these two cards here are what you're just stepping into, but it's touching the present line, so it may already be occurring. This Six of Coins, 6 indicates fortune, but it's clarified here by the Seven of Vessels and the Nine of Cups and the Deviant Moon Nine of Cups. So sometimes it's you may be surprised by how well this works, and sometimes it could be, be careful of the deals that you are making, even though the deals are well intentioned. So I don't think, even if there is secrecy and subterfuge, I don't think it's not harmful in any way. So let's clarify. Have a look at the other clarifications. So Three of Coins, Three of Wands, and the Fool. Oh, what was I saying about no new beginning cards? Okay, I take it back. You're in a new beginning. King of Arrows and the Empress. So things are coming around nicely for you. Things are coming around nicely for you. And you're going into a nurturing phase. Yes, you're going into a nurturing phase. Interesting. We've got the Queen of Coins and the King of Coins. There's some form of partnership here coming up for you. Could be a divine pairing. It could be just work-home balance. Especially with it being the coins, we're talking very much about the real physical 3D world. So work-home balance fits on that. And also, I'm seeing a singular focus. You know what I was saying with this Ace of Swords here? The single-mindedness and the clarity. And I feel that even though these are two different coins, they represent the same thing in both of these cards. So it's you're nurturing something so that you can declare it to the world. You're able to go, yeah, this is what I've got. This is mine. But we've also got that clarified by the Lovers and the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant to me can indicate rules. It can indicate structure, very Saturnian structures. I can't remember the astrological associations of the card, but yeah, it's probably Saturn. But with the Lovers there as well, I think there is some form of commitment and partnership coming your way. I wonder if that was what you had lost, a commitment or partnership. Yes, you had lost some form of pleasure, happiness, abundance, whatever, where you was left on your own, even though you was left on your own, not in a bad circumstance, particularly, but there's still that loss hurt, but it got you moving. Whether it was the loss was caused through your own actions or not, it got you moving. It got you to where you are right now, where you've already done the work to overcome that loss, because it's like, yeah, you had that moment of grief, and then you went, no, I'm not letting that define how I think. I'm not letting that define my actions from here on in. You cut it out and you made sure that it would not defeat you. But whatever this project or new phase of life that you've just sparked onto, it was the moment things started moving fast, your intuition kicked in and you went, right, I'm going to take advantage of this. There is an element of divine guidance, even if there's also an element of you sat back going, oh, wow, this is carrying on fast with me or without me. And you've made sure it's with you. I'm not entirely sure how in control you feel with this Four of Vessels boredom card, but I'm not feeling boredom from it. I'm feeling that there is here, in the traditional Four of Cups card, there's the hand of God handing over one cup and the person is disinterested in the lot. The 3 cups on the floor in front of him and the 1 cup offered by God. This person is staring off into space while there is 2 sources of wisdom above her, delivering, because you've got the water pouring from the top cups into the lower urn, and those 2 lower urns, their cups are overflowing. So you needed a change. Let's put it that way. I think you definitely needed a change. So I've had a look at them. Now, like I say, be careful about what bargains and deals that you strike with people, even if this Queen and King is a divine pairing for you. Have a look at what's under there. No, I haven't. So, if it is a partnership thing coming up, you've got the 10 of Cups with it. So, if it is a partnership coming up, next partner's a good one. For as long as it lasts, because Knight of Bows, foxes can be tricksters, but you get some happiness out of this. So take things slow. Things have been moving so fast recently. Take things slow. But this bargain, like I say, it could be a bit too good to be true. Examine it carefully. You want clarity, not single-mindedness. Yes, yeah, because you're not short of options. So you want clarity, not single-mindedness, to see if it is getting you to where your goal is. Because the next card in this row is the 9 of Swords. And it's almost like you're having to imprison some form of torment, some form of anxiety. But that's not a bad thing, because it's time for you to ignore whatever this anxiety is. You just need to make sure that by ignoring it, you're not shooting yourself in the foot at the same time. Now, these two piles here are either an alternate future, potential future, sorry. I read too much sci-fi. Or two potential futures. But I think they may be the same, because we've got the Five of Pentacles here twice. So there is a commitment that you will be making, or that is made to you, and it actually looks fantastic on the surface. It is, however, a bit of a burden, and you're under quite a lot of scrutiny, even though you have assistance with you for going through this. But yes, we've got Six of Stones here, and it says exploitation. Again, going with that feeling that I had of be careful what the deals that you sign up for. So I think basically, never mind that Mercury retrograde's gone, any deals, any agreements that you are making, just do be careful what you are signing up for. But even if it goes wrong, you take something away from it and you are able to move forward. So if you examine it and it looks fine, and you examine it again and it looks fine, and you examine it again and it looks fine, and then it goes wrong, that's fine. You're going to be fine through this. And like I said, at the moment, there is that recognition coming around you. People are seeing what plans that you've got. You're not doing this on, or at least you fear that you're doing this on bad information or for the wrong reasons. No, I don't get that. I don't get that at all. So let's have a look. Right, so where you decided, right, I am not letting this loss floor me, I am not letting it dictate my actions, that's not the first time that you've done it, is it? And you were called to be strong before, but maybe for the wrong reasons, because you were left defending things and you found out that what you wanted to defend took a hell of a lot of work to defend it. And so that's the lesson that you're using at the moment, I think, that you are putting that work in. You've already made a commitment to, and that's what the loss was. There was a commitment that got broken, maybe a commitment towards you or a commitment that you broke, but this was the right thing for you to do. It ended up with you leveling up. Okay, so this is where you are right now. This loss is well and truly gone. Let's have a look at you've got plenty of options coming in front of you, but as fast as things are moving, take your time. So maybe you need to slow. I mean, certainly the Pentacles are known as a slower suit. So maybe you need to just make sure to slow things down so you get a chance to examine all of the options that come for you. Because here is not the end of the journey. This is just another stop of the journey. Whatever it is that you're working on at the minute, or whatever phase of life that you're working on, whether there's that divine pairing coming up, whether there's the new, well, there's definitely a new commitment of some form, whether it's someone committing to you or committing to something with you, or you committing to something yourself or committing to something with somebody else. That commitment's coming, but that is... it is temporary. This too shall pass. So whether it's good or whether it's bad, it doesn't matter, because this too shall pass. And it takes you on to the next stage, the next dream, where you're going to be quite a bit happier, quite a bit more content. And I don't quite understand why I want to say alert, but quite a bit more alert. Because this Four of Swords here, with whoever it is that's, whoever this character is on the Deviant Moon that's buried, yeah, They're a weird skeleton type person. They're only going to stay buried for so long. Weird skeleton type people don't only stay buried for so long. Also, this bottom sword has reminded me of the ticking hands of the clock. And the Trinity above is showing that there will be forward motion. Well, the Trinity of Swords, sorry, I should say. Let's have a look at what the rest of the Oracle cards say. Ooh, there's quite a bit of change going on here then. So don't let pride get in your way. So wherever you're doubting something, just double check it and double check it again. And then leave it a week and double check it again. And if you get the same answer every time, fine. One day it might change on a dime. But until that happens, it doesn't matter. Either way, you end up in a good place. So Hasmed, Angel of Annihilation. The stuff that you've been getting rid of, there was a Queen of Swords somewhere, wasn't there? I'm staring at it. The stuff that you've recently got rid of, maybe you haven't quite finished getting rid of all of it. Because you've been so focused on the current project, there's maybe a few things from the background that need to just still be got rid of. Family, I'm quite happy with that card. We've talked about that. We've got this divine pairing coming up. We've got the protecting what is yours and doing quite well in it. Trust in your intuition. Now, that's what you have been doing, and that's what you need to continue to do, especially when it comes to this deal that's coming up. So we have Sanat Kumara with light activation. Shine your light. You're in time. Here we are, that's why your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So, yeah, second guess yourself if you want, but don't let that second guessing yourself is when you sat down at the end of the day, having finished everything that you've done, you're sipping a drink of whatever, and you're thinking, well, is this the right thing? Is this not the right thing? I think it's the right thing. Either way, this is the path that I'm on at the moment, you know. So carry on the path that you're on at the moment. Inner temple, tune into the portal of your heart. So I think we're getting, one, there could be new love coming in with all this, or an enhancement of love, or a business partnership. But there's certainly that coming together and feeling the love. There was some other card. Oh yeah, the guardian angel of young love, you know. There is certainly, with that compassion, what you are doing, you are operating out of a vibration of love, even if there are some secrets and some subterfuge that you're going through. But it's not secrets and subterfuge, it's timed release, letting facts be known at the right time, not the wrong time. Blossoming, you are getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process and do not give up. You can't make it up, can you? This is Erakura. I'll have to look that one up because I've got no idea where she's from. I'll leave that to one side. I'll look it up later. So, an affirmation card. I'm always learning. I feed my mind every day. So, again, what I was saying about you can second guess yourself and feed your mind with the new facts as they come on board, but keep going on the path that you're going. You're doing all right. We have Boudica or Bodicea with unity here. So there's showing that commitment that's coming up. Creation, new time. We've dealt with that. Goddess of the Moon. Now the Moon, I mean, despite the fact I'm using Deviant Moon Tarot, the Moon has been quite prominent here. There was another Moon card somewhere important. Where was it? I don't recall now. But this is a magical time for you if you let it. Let it be. Allow it to be a magical time. It is a time of creation for you. Yes, two creation cards there, look. Creation out of the Chakra Wisdom Oracle and Dream Time, creation out of Earth Magic Oracle. So mountains stand your ground. So when you're second guessing yourself, your time to second guess yourself is when you are on your own, just sat there doing nothing and not having an effect. when you are having an effect, you need to stay focused. You need to have that clarity and possibly that single-mindedness as well. Because, yeah, you are changing shape to step in to this new life of yours, and I'm not saying you've got another new beginning coming. It's here. You're working on it already. I'm not telling you anything that you don't know. And so far, it seems to be going well. And maybe that's a nagging voice of doubt going, oh, have I done the right thing? Does it matter? You've done it. I mean, in terms of manifestation philosophy and what have you, yeah, it does matter whether you believe you've done the right thing or not, because it gives it extra oomph. But this second guessing that I'm talking about is like scientific testing. You've put forward a hypothesis, an action, and every night you can go, is it working? Is it still working? No, is it working now? Because this too shall pass, and whatever this is, it's not where you end up. This is part of the journey. This is the train moving, and every night you're checking that the wheels are still connected to one another with the shaft that's between them all to make sure everything's running smoothly. Helen of Troy with beauty. We also have mountains with stand your ground. So there is some principle here. It's not overriding, but there is some underlying principle here to do with your freedom. Never mind beauty with Helen of Troy, although you may be seeking to add more beauty into your life. But I'm thinking of the woman who did exactly that. She stood her ground. She had many weapons under her control, some destructive, some more just persuasive. A soft word can often be more effective than a harsh word. So, if this means anything to you, Virgo, you've certainly got a lot going on, but it's all part of the same thing here that I'm seeing here, so that's not a bad thing. If it means anything to you, do comment down below, press subscribe. Your next reading out will be your waning moon if I've still got time to do them, or it'll be your new moon readings. The way this week's going, possibly your new moon. Like I said, I've been slightly Mercury retrograded a bit. But yes, stick your ground, just keep moving forward, just beware of the deals. Don't sign up to something you can't get out of later, or make sure there's an escape hatch. Because if everybody is playing fair, they're not going to object to you having an escape hatch, because let's face it, you're not going to use it if everybody is playing fair. Neither are they. So I hope this makes sense for you. Best of luck. Enjoy. I mean, this is a time. What I was saying about second guessing your son, don't spend too much time doing it. You don't need to. Okay. Cheers.